What's up guys, iMAT here and the Hello Watch 4 Plus is finally here. In this video we're going to check out everything inside the smartwatch. First of all, if you take a look inside the box, we get the ocean straps inside it. We have a USB-A wireless charger. Then we also get a SIM ejector tool here since it's a cellular smartwatch now. And in the end we have the Hello Watch 4 Plus. Before we move further in the video, if you're new to the channel, a subscribe would be highly appreciated and make sure to turn on the notifications for the future videos. So let's take a first look on the smartwatch. Here it is. It comes in 49mm size, and unlike most of the other cellular watches, it comes with a metallic frame. We have GPS antenna lining on the body. The color does not resemble a lot with the original Apple Watch. Instead of a titanium color, it comes in a deep space gray color. Currently I have the Hello Watch 3 Plus second generation right here, and you can see the color difference. If you try to use the Apple Watch Ultra 2 hard case on it, unfortunately it won't fit it. As you can see here, it is not going down from here. I've tried to add a lot of force, but it still didn't fit. After that we have an AMOLED display on the top, which adds great purity to the colors. The colors are true to life. The colors are a lot better than the Hello Watch 3 Plus second generation. It also feels smoother compared to the Hello Watch 3 Plus. Here is a look at the bezel size. It has even bezels from all of the sides. Then we get an insensible knob key here. We have a side key here. After that we get an action key on the left side. We also have the additional holes and speaker and the microphone hole here, and they are looking open. On the back side we get the strap locks here, and the straps won't come out, and to change the straps you will have to push this button and then get the straps out. It is compatible with the Apple Watch Ultra 2 straps, and here is how it looks like on the wrist. What did you think about it? Let me know in the comments. Compared to the Hello Watch 3 Plus, another new thing in the body is this SIM tray. The new Hello Watch 4 Plus supports 4G connectivity, but unfortunately the SIM network will only work in Asia and Europe and does not work in America. After inserting the SIM card, you might need to restart the watch, and after it turns back on, you will be able to connect it with the cellular network, and you will also see the signal bar right here. Using the SIM network you can do many things. First of all, you can access the dial pad and call any number from the smartwatch, and not just that, you can also receive calls on the SIM network you have added. So this is something new in the Hello Watch. Then you can also receive text messages on it, so when you are going out, you won't have to carry your smartphone if you only want a device to call someone or to get text messages. The Hello Watch 4 Plus is not just an Android smartwatch, it's a hybrid watch and can also work as a Bluetooth smartwatch. So you can go to General and here scroll down and scan this QR code to download the application. For iOS, it is using the Hello Watch application, and once you are connected with the watch application, you can also turn on notifications from here, and we also get the others option here, which means even if an application isn't listed here, it can still send you the notifications for it. And when you receive notification on your smartphone, you will also see it on the Hello Watch 4 Plus. And unlike the Hello Watch 3 Plus, it will also support a little scrolling and is supporting almost all of the emojis since it runs Android. As far as I have checked, currently it is not allowing receiving Bluetooth calls on it, and it is only sending me the notification. Other than the cellular network, it also comes with the Wi-Fi option, and you can also connect with your wireless networks and use internet on it. Compared to the other smartwatches I've reviewed, the Wi-Fi strength is really good in this model. Using Wi-Fi or cellular network, you can also install many applications inside it. It comes with 16GB of storage capacity, and to take advantage of the storage, you can install applications. It comes with its personal app store here, even though it runs Android, but it does not come with Play Store inside it. The applications are regular updated in its app store. We have the main Android applications that you might need here. We have YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. We also get Twitter or X here, and it also comes with WhatsApp pre-installed inside it. Not just that, it also allows you to download the APK Pure application from the App Store. Using the APK Pure application, you can install many applications inside it. I'm also seeing the Google Play Store update here. Even though the Google Play Store is not visible in the applications, you can also send APK files using Bluetooth or by connecting it with your PC, and then you can install those applications in the smartwatch. I've also seen a lot of updates in the App Store. Now it looks a bit different from the older version. The older version was showing all of the applications in Chinese, while the newer one does not have a lot of applications here, but it has new APK installers now. Previously we only had APK Pure, but now we also get Up to Down App Store and Aurora Store. As far as I have checked, The Android applications are working quite well. You can also use Google Maps on it, which is a great option if you're going out. To take more advantage of the 16 gigabytes local storage, you can also record sound directly on it, and you can also add ebooks in the smartwatch and store txt files. It also comes with some txt files inside it, but these are all in Chinese. Then we also have the option to store local music inside it. Just like the Livier application, it also allows you to download the music in the smartwatch using the application. You can tap on add music, then select a music file, and after that it is going to transfer that file to the smartwatch. And then you can access the music application, go to songs and listen to it directly on the smartwatch. Another amazing thing about it is that you can go to settings and here go to Bluetooth, and here you can connect with your wireless earphones and listen to the songs stored on the smartwatch directly on the earbuds. And we also have the option to store pictures inside it. You can also download pictures from the internet. I will surely test it in the coming days. Another thing that I really like about this model is that it also comes with File Explorer inside it, and you can take a look at all of the files directly from here. And here it is showing the storage capacity. It comes with real 16 gigabytes of storage capacity, and currently 7.81 gigabytes storage is taken. Before we move further in the video, let's talk about the theme now. It copies the style of the Apple watchOS 10. So we have the widgets page from bottom to top, then we get the control center on the side key, and we have the app history on the double click of the crown key. We also get the notification center from top to bottom. And the thing that I really like is that just like the HK10 Ultra 3 Wi-Fi, it shows the blurred version of the real wallpaper at the back instead of showing a fixed wallpaper. For example, if I use this wallpaper, it will show this one at the back of the widgets page as well as the control center. The theme resembles a lot with the original watchOS, although it is not exactly like the watchOS. After that, you can also access the menu style from the widgets page, although after the latest update, I'm not seeing the menu opening transition. Overall, the menu looks smooth and the icons are a lot similar to the original watchOS. And you can also scroll all the way down to access the list menu style. So some things that I was saying over the weeks are finally heard, and if you scroll down now, all of the applications have their names starting from an uppercase letter, unlike the heart rate, mindfulness, timer and other applications in the previous versions. And then finally, after a lot of updates, the stopwatch is now actually called stopwatch instead of timer. And then if you continue scrolling down, finally, the real timer has its name starting from an uppercase letter. Then it does come with the app opening as well as the app quitting transitions, but they do not look the same as the Apple Watch. Talking about the watch faces, after receiving it, I saw 3 built-in watch faces inside it. All of them were copying the style of watchOS. None of them are themed or editable watch faces. It also comes with a dial market in the smartwatch. Let's go ahead and check it out. But as of now, it is only showing me 2 watch faces here. To install more watch faces in the smartwatch, you can again use the Hello Watch application. The dial market comes with limited watch faces at the moment. All of them are available for totally free. So far, I'm also not seeing the option to use custom watch faces in the smartwatch. I will surely be uploading a new video once I get to know how to install a custom watch face in it. So whichever watch face you want to install, just select it and tap on this supposedly install button, and the watch face has been installed, and here it is. The watch faces are not of the best quality at the moment. If we talk about the screen time, it can be a maximum of 70 seconds, which means 1 minute and 10 seconds. And like the Hello Watch 3 Plus, it does not come with the always on display option, and it also does not come with the screen off dial. It is probably because it's an Android watch and it's going to drain a lot of battery if the display is turned on for a continuous period of time. Talking about the gestures, we have the palm gesture to turn off the display and the raise to wake gesture to turn on the display. And it also comes with the tap to wake option to wake up the display. Moving forward, it also comes with many health and sports related applications. So we have a lot of sport modes here. You can scroll all the way down to add more here. It is advertised to have 170 plus sport modes. And one thing that I really like is that you can also customize the time, calories and distance target, or you can start without any target. After running a 3 seconds timer, it's going to start the sports mode, and while using it, you can also control the media playing on the device or listen to the song stored on the smartwatch, and you can end it by swiping here and tapping on the end button. Then it also comes with the fitness record or the pedometer application, although I'm not very satisfied with it. First of all, you are probably seeing the lines here that I've used the pedometer, but it is showing 0 out of 1000 steps here. Other than that, when I tested it, it is over calculating the steps. For example, I am probably walking 300 to 400 steps, and it's counting 1000 steps and giving me the notification that congratulations, you have completed your daily task of 1000 steps. So the pedometer is not trustworthy for the sports lovers. And I also tested the smartwatch for an outdoor walk. I walked for around 7 to 8 minutes in my lawn. I also took my iPhone with me in this run and it was showing 289 steps when I started, whereas the smartwatch was showing 800 steps for the day. And after I came back, my iPhone was showing 590 steps, which means it had noted 300 steps. And if we talk about the HelloWatch 4 Plus, it has moved from 800 to 1423 steps. And it has counted 623 steps, which is way off. So even if the smartwatch is rumored to have a GPS inside it, but still the calculation was quite bad. And if I'm a fitness lover, I'm never going to choose this smartwatch, as even the heart rate value was quite off when I came back. My heart rate was easily around 100 beats per minute and the smartwatch was showing 60 beats per minute. That's why I always say that never rely on them, and for a better and more accurate data, always go with the real health devices like an oximeter or a blood pressure checker. Another disappointing thing is that the smartwatch does come with GPS, but it cannot be used by the third-party applications and is limited to be used by the built-in applications only, because of which it is probably useless. Then just like the HelloWatch 3 Plus, we have the heart rate and the blood oxygen level checker inside it. And if you use the blood oxygen level checker, it uses green lights, which tells a lot about the sensors, as we all know that blood oxygen level checker uses red light sensors. So currently I am in rest mode, so let's go ahead and check out the heart rate checker. And my heart rate is around 85 beats per minute at the moment, and the value is actually matching on both of the devices. If you run the test one more time, then again the value matches on both of the devices. So on the rest mode, it has passed the oximeter test both of the times. So now I'm back from an outdoor run and the smartwatch is showing 66 beats per minute, which is quite surprising. Let's try out the oximeter. I'm pretty sure that my heartbeat is not currently 66 beats per minute. The oximeter is showing 95 beats per minute. So there is a huge difference here. Do remember that these smartwatches should not be trusted if you have a serious condition. They only give reference values, and for proper measurement, I would recommend you to use oximeter or the other health gadgets, or go for the branded watches. I've also reviewed some of the trustworthy sports smartwatches. If you're into them, you can check out the link given in the description box below, which will take you directly to the playlist. Then we also get the sleep tracker inside it. It shows all of the sleep data here, and you can also tap here to set your sleep timing. Here we have the breathe training or the mindfulness application. You can either start it directly by tapping on any of these options, or you can go back and tap on these three dots, and here you can customize the duration as well as the speed. Other than these applications, we have the timer here, which actually opens the stopwatch application. You can start it and tap here to add as many laps as you want. You can also take a look at the laps while the stopwatch is running. Let's see if you can go back using the stopwatch. Yes, you can, and it can also run in the background, which is a good option compared to the HelloWatch 3 Plus. After that, if you scroll down, we have the timer again, which means that the stopwatch application is mistakenly named as timer. Again, tells a lot about the developer team. So this is the real timer here. We have some predefined times here, and you can tap on custom to set time according to your need. Let's start it, and when the timer ends, it starts to vibrate. It does not ring, but it continues to vibrate, which will let you know that the timer has ended. You can also add alarms directly in the smartwatch. Let's go ahead and set an alarm. After setting the alarm, you can also select the days if you want to repeat it, and you can also change the ringtone. There are many given here. Here's how the alarm is shown. It rings as well as vibrates, and we get the close and the snooze option here. We also get the LEP application here. We have the sound meter or the noise application, and as far as I have checked, it is working quite well. You will see that when I'll stop talking, it will go down, and once I start speaking again, it's going to go high. We have the flashlight application, which will turn on this wide screen with full brightness, which can help you a lot in the dark. Here we have the calendar application. As far as I've checked, it cannot sync with Google Calendar. Then you get the calculator. The basic functionalities like multiplication, division and subtraction are working fine. If you use percentage with multiplication, it shows correct value. Now let's try adding 15% in it, but this time it has shown incorrect value. So unlike the HelloWatch 3 Plus second generation, the percentage option is not working fine with addition. We also get the wall clock here. You can also tap here and add more countries here. We also have the compass application here, and you can also access the digital compass here. Females can track their cycles You can also set it here or do it from the Hello Watch application. We have the police whistle or the emergency siren here, and here is how it sounds like. You can also set emergency contacts and call them directly from here. Then using the application, we also have the business card application by which you can store the QR codes of WeChat and the other applications shown here. It also comes with the stock market application, and you can also add stocks here. Then we have the weather application here. It also shows a lot of data and the weather for the upcoming days. And it comes with its own voice assistant, which means that it's not an application to use the voice assistant on your smartphone. You can access it directly on the smartwatch, although it will require an internet connection. In the end, it is advertised to come with a battery capacity of 560 mAh. It can be charged using the wireless charger provided in the box. If I talk about my personal experience, I've been working on this video for about 2 hours now, in which I've continuously interacted with the watch. My cellular network was turned on this whole time, and I just turned off the Wi-Fi about 10 to 15 minutes ago to use the cellular network. And in this time, it has gone down from 90% to 51%, losing 39% of the battery, and it lost 20% in an hour of screen usage. According to that, it looks quite good. And with normal usage, in my opinion, it can easily give you a day of battery life. And this will be all from the Hello Watch 4 Plus. So guys, what do you think about it? In my opinion, it's a quite good watch, and Hello Watch company has again come up with a great product. Although it still requires a few improvements, and after that, I think it's again going to take the crown for the best Apple Watch replica. To place an order, you can find the links given in the description box, and I would really appreciate if you can use their links to purchase the smartwatch. For the upcoming videos, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. I will catch you in the next one. Until next time, this is iMAT. Peace.